I've been a survival instructor for a long time. Taught a lot of people, a lot of soldiers. And one of the things I still find very surprising is that people persist in having a focus on equipment. Equipment over the mind. When we look at fire in a survival situation, it becomes one of the most powerful tools to bolster our emotional intelligence repertoire. And yet, people still put their focus on gear. There's nothing wrong with having gear, but it's about finding the balance. It's like training to be an athlete, but never actually training the body. By training the body, we begin to train the mind. The difference between who gets out alive and who doesn't in a real survival situation, not a bushcraft weekend, a real survival situation, comes down to who can keep themselves emotionally on an even keel. It's that emotional intelligence, accepting that you're going to have high moments and low moments, accepting your limitations, understanding your limitations, working within those boundaries, understanding that those in your group, if you're with a group, will also be having a battle within, cutting them some slack. And that's why fire becomes such a primal and basic tool. Of all its many attributes, I think, from my experience, survival does more for the mind than it does practically for anything else. We've been staring at fires for a very, very long time. Our predecessors probably spent many hundreds of thousands of nights staring at that flame, transfixed by the magic of that beast. It's very odd to watch whenever you put a group of people, even total strangers, around a campfire. A, how they gravitate towards it, and B, how they can stand comfortably without saying a single word to each other and not feel awkward, transfixed by the presence, by the heat, the safety and the security that fire gives off. So it's something that's very primal and very innate in us as human beings. Fires are magic. It's something we can stare at for hours. Time can pass. When we get it lit in dire circumstances, it can lift our morale to the highest of heights. Unfortunately, people also put a lot of pressure on themselves to get fire lit. I would definitely say that fire lighting is an important skill. But in a lot of the training and experiences I've been through with the military, fire was not an option. We still had to dig deep within to find that drive that keeps a man going. And while fire would have been a fantastic ally in bolstering the emotional plateau we're trying to maintain, it would also draw a lot of attention to people who are not wanting attention. It does two things. Firstly, that experience makes you appreciate fire when you do have it. And secondly, it makes you not reliant upon it. It's very much like the gear, like your favourite knife, your favourite bracelet. It's about having the gear, appreciating it, but not being reliant upon it. Because if you become reliant upon anything, fire included, and you cannot have it, or you're unsuccessful in achieving it, it's one of those things that can destabilize your emotional plateau. there's a lot happening with fire. So the next time you get lucky enough to sit, as I'm sitting at the moment, staring into the flames of an amazing fire, think about it. It's a fantastic, incredibly complex, very primal link that we have with fire.